guys on some real shit. I fucking love you guys on some real shit. On some real shit. My friends, it's so easy out here. It's so fucking easy, and nobody wants to go there because you're scared of judgment. Just listen, the amount of poison that is sitting in this room is unheard of. There's so much hurt in here, and you're scared to put it out. You want to really get happy? Go home after this, make an Instagram video, and talk about your uncle abusing you, you stealing money one day, you selling drugs and somebody dying that you knew because of your drugs that you sold them, the fact that you stole, the fact that you did bad shit. Get the poison out of your mouth. Our poison, if you murdered somebody, don't do it, you're going to jail. But for the most part, or just finally just making a video and being like, yo, I'm scared. Vulnerability is strength. I hate that people think sleep is what you have to give up for the grind. What you have to give up for the grind or your ambitions is the dumb shit during the day that you waste time on.
The most imperative thing, which is sleep. We don't focus on that enough, and that's one of the biggest things in health and wellness. I see that when I go talk to sports teams. They're like, you know what, how do I diet, how do this? And I'm like, how do you sleep?
You know what's really funny about this, Jay, that you brought this up? And I use every opportunity to bring it up. I've been very adamant that I'm a big fan of sleep. I'm trying to think about last night. I slept 8 hours last night. Like, I'm a big fan of sleep. I'm just a huge fan of leaving it on the field when you're awake. So many people are looking for happiness and success, and I'm like, well, one of the good ways to do that is to not listen to 2 hours worth of YouTube videos, play an hour of 2K, consume 48 minutes of your stream of Instagram, and, you know, like, what are you doing when you're awake? How are you maximizing your time then? I know that a lot of people don't view me as a champion of it, but I talk about it often. At all costs, I'm trying to sleep minimum 6 hours.
You have to.
Like, it happens where I'll take a red eye or this and that, but I promise you, if I get 4, which, by the way, only happens once every month max, if I get 4, that Saturday, I'm getting 10. I hate that people think sleep is what you have to give up for the grind. What you have to give up for the grind or your ambitions is the dumb shit during the day that you waste time on, including things like having an hour meeting when the meeting's actually a 17-minute meeting.
Having a meeting about a meeting?
It happens all day long.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law, hope they won't shoot me down soon. I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree.
I keep it juicy, juicy. I eat that lunch. She keep that booty, booty. She keep that plump, yeah. That natural beauty, beauty, yeah, yeah. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back. Back, 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 yeah. Back, 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 back. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back, yeah. You like it thick, you like it fat, yeah.
I hate 18 to 30 because all of a sudden you went from having nothing to worry about to your parents and society telling you that you have to have everything figured out. My desperate ambition at this breakfast is to get all your young faces to realize that you're gonna live for 100 more years. And the second you believe me is the second everything can become slow. Right now at this age, everything speeds up. I hate 18 to 30. I hate it. I hate it. I hate 18 to 30 because all of a sudden you went from having nothing to worry about to your parents and society telling you that you have to have everything figured out. Yeah. It's ludicrous. It's crazy. It makes zero sense. It's based on when people used to live to 40. Really. It makes no sense, and it's very deep, and it's very emotional, and it's very dangerous. And people need a perspective change. You could be a consultant for 15 years in this room and still be young as shit when you're done and start your actual life. You could do everything wrong in entrepreneurship for the next 10 years and be 34, 35, 37, which is uncomfortably young. Really. But nobody's saying that to you. You don't believe that. I know it, but it's true. And only people in their 70s, 80s, 90s like understand it, which is why I'm trying to get people to listen to people that are older. I really am. I really think so.
I don't think you've ever been asked this question.
Okay.
If you are that dude or that girl,
yes,
right, that has been blessed and you're fucking 25,
stop taking the money.
30.
Stop taking the money.
Stop taking the money. I know you're gonna say that, but is it too late? Or
that's a good question. Is it too late? No. No, it definitely is not. I actually believe no, it is not too late. But I'm about to deliver a sentence that is not fun to deliver because I do know that 26-year-old Sarah and Rick, they fully know that a third generation been taken care of. They know actively right now that mom and dad pay for Uber. They know actively right now that the doorman building in Manhattan is paid for by mom and dad. They know everything. And now they're saying, fuck, this is a vulnerability. They believe us. They decide to cut off dollars. They do want to change. They want to be on their own 2 feet and merit-based. Here's the problem. Yes, you can fix it. I think you start really getting results at 31, 32, 33. If you're 41 right now, I think you start really getting results at 57. You're gonna have to put in the work. It's like extra. If you've been eating like shit and not going to the gym for 38 and a half years like I did it take 4 fucking good 7 days a week eating and working out to finally form into something at least decent? Yes, it did. 100%. And if I started at 22, I'd look like you. I'm being dead serious. It's not super complicated.
No, and I always bring it back to that. But what I would say is this. If you are 25, 26, 32, 40, and you've been living off the fucking the money tree. Yeah. I think the hardest part of that is actually starting, because you don't get where you got without going through the fucking shit, right? Like, unless, like, from where we came from.
Bro, you know what's harder than what we did? Coming from the dirt, is going into the dirt when you lived in the pedestal.
That's what I'm saying. So that's gotta be, that
hurts.
Is it reversible? I don't know.
It's reversible if you become aware that it's your vulnerability. The reason I've had some incredible interactions in the last couple of years, I've had people call me, cry, letters. Oh my God, I have subconsciously resented myself and my parents. I'm 33 years old. I'd never heard anybody say, cut them off. First you shit on my parents for entitling me, and I was like, yeah. And then in that same podcast, you later said, oh, by the way, you know how I've been shitting on your parents? Now fuck you, stop taking the money. I'd never been in a place of accountability. I kept saying my parents fucked me up. The Upper West Side fucked me up. Harvard fucked me up. My friends fucked me up. I never was accountable and saying, I could stop taking the money. Instead of having your parents pay for you to go to St. Bart's this New Year's, You could say no.
Just say no.
But do you have the humility? Jason.
Yep.
Not you.
No.
I have a call.
Yeah.
I usually am. It's really devastating for everybody around me.